Now, if we talk of this in-memory computing engine, we talk of SAP HANA. So what is that HANA going to do for us? This HANA, I wouldn't call it as an appliance because it's a combination of hardware, it's a combination of software and hardware, and integrates a couple of SAP components, the database, landscape transformation replicators, and this appliance is actually going to help you analyze large volumes of ERP data, and that too in real time. So what I mean by this is that if you have any transition going in the ERP system which you've been using for your operational work, the moment it goes in, the second moment you will have that as a part of your delta within this HANA setup for the analysis. So it's going to make it faster, and you will have everything which is lying in your ERP system available for analysis through a layer where you're going to design the queries. Now, let's take it. My there is something which I have studied, and I actually divide this whole setup into different components. Before we talk of those components, I would like to tell you that it's basically an in-memory computing engine which is based on in-memory computing technology we discussed a few minutes back, and it does involve the pre-installed system hardware where a lot of efforts have gone in from the hardware vendors which have been working with SAP. All right, let's move on and let's see how we're going to actually break this HANA system, and we'll try to visualize this what we will have here in HANA. So if we talk of the HANA, we are talking of first of all the data sources. So what will be its data source? And second, we are talking about the HANA databases, which is going to be based on in-memory computing concept. And then we will have a HANA Studio, which will help us to model the analytical views. And finally, we will have a layer which is called the reporting part of BI tools, and it will involve a front-end part where we're going to actually have the data displayed to the end users. All right, so now I will try to take up each one of them one by one, and I'll try my level best to take you through each of them. So let's go straight and focus on what is a data source. As far as the HANA has been designed, it's not something where you need to replace your existing landscape. The best part is it can actually fit an existing landscape. So what does that mean? It will connect your existing SAP Business Suite. It will connect to your NetWeaver BI systems, and in case you have any other data sources, it will connect to them. That's right. So what is that which is going to bring a data which is lying in these systems to your one more area, that is the next area, which is going to be database. So at this moment we will just focus on this area, and when we talk of actually taking data from these systems to a database, we are talking of the technology which is called replication. SAP has brought in the three main as of now, they have come up with three technologies which are named as trigger based replication, which is actually SAP landscape transformation, and this is actually taking a real-time data and showing it, updating it into the SAP HANA database. Then we're talking about the ETL based replication, where you can have your batch jobs run. So this works on if you have business object data services, you can have the jobs running on the system, maybe hourly, half hourly, or 6 hourly, or whatever whatever way you want to configure them. So more flexibility here of loading this to a HANA database. And then we have the log based replication, which is Sybase application, it has been restricted to a few users. So and at this moment I would like to actually